It's
You must have something phenomenal in mind.
Either that or you're running out of options. Like maybe just fall back. But as you said, you know, he's a golden tier, faceless void, so maybe he wants him, like I invested so much time in grinding, I want this hero to have a buff in the next patch. That's how you do it.
Yep, pull it out in the grand finals. I mean, it's, as I say, incredibly hyped to see. Is of course going to have the potential to get an Ice Axe down the line from JT. And the Void Axe, it's definitely good, it's definitely worth it. Probably not going to necessarily be higher up the list than Emo's, though. Of course, the Void Spirit Axe, definitely the usual reason why you're drafting an Alk and a Void Spirit in the same lineup. But we'll see. You know, for Faceless Void, one of the things that kind of can make him work is if you have that insane combo with the Chronosphere. The problem is this game, IG, they just don't really have that, right?
Yeah, they have Acid Spray, Chrono into like Finger, Earth Spike, that's it. The good thing is they don't have any like real counterplay to the Chrono. There is a Roar, but you don't have that like Wyvern, you don't have Shadow Demon, you don't have Oracle, any kind of saves coming inside the Chronosphere. So every single time the Chrono is up, they should be able to get a kill. Even though, as you said, like they have 1, 2, 3, 4 melee heroes.
And sort of overall, looking at EG's lineup, what do you like so much about what EG's bringing here?
Because they have such a great setup for Ancient Apparition. They have heroes that can invade the enemy jungle, something that, you know, Alchemist wants to be, let's say, 7 to 11 minutes where he's farming the Alch. They have pretty much the best heroes. You have Hawk scouting things out. You have Earth Spirit, who's one of the best heroes to just rotate over the map. Storm Spirit on top of that. Like, such a good setup for Ancient Apparition. I don't think Fly should be able to miss a single Ice Blast this time around.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely no excuses for missing that this game. And some heroes that aren't going to really have the greatest of times if they get hit by that blast. Alchemist in particular. And with the lane setups here, I mean, who's getting the edge with these lanes?
Yeah, this Faceless Void, he's not going to get too much out of the bottom lane. He might be dead if he does not body block him.
The Blood Right's down. Fly. Whew. It's going to be okay. Does have a salve ready in the lane.
This is a bit problematic. You know, they hit level 2 before you. They are using the healing salve. Oli sitting at half HP, so Bloodseeker will be very speedy. He can easily trade with the Faceless Void. Faceless Void gets close, needs to be wary of that silence coming out, a good zoning tool, and yeah, this on top of that. So whenever you have Bloodseeker in your team, you want to be able to. You also want to play aggressive on all your other lanes. Not sure why they decided to just lane Faceless Void on the bottom instead of the top.
I guess maybe just wanting to avoid the Beastmaster lane. Of course, that's not a huge amount of fun for Void to lane into.
Void has 4 CS right now.
I mean, yeah, it's not like he's doing any better down bottom. This is a pretty miserable start here for Fly. Really struggling to do anything against the Bloodseeker AA combo of Artesian Fly.
He's just being completely zoned out. Look at the aggression from Arteezy. He's like, I don't give a damn about CS.
See top lane, Cr1t coming in with a nice kick there, getting Ice back to safety. And with the ball, Cr1t, he's able to turn and get first blood. Some smooth moves already here from Cr1t on his Earth Spirit.
This game already looking really, really good for EG. Mid lane, pretty even. Abed, you know, it's Abed Storm Spirit. Like, you need to be very careful about it. Emo has a bottle, but let's see if they decide to TP to the mid lane. Yeah, there it is. Kaka just gonna TP, refill the bottle.
Bottom lane, Fly.
Zoning Blood Right.
I'm just consistently getting zoned. They've already been through at least 2 salves here on the bottom lane to keep Fly on the map. And he's getting nothing at all from down here. A 7 CS against the 14 and 6 of Arteezy. So it's going to be a slow start for the Void. A hero that, as we've been talking about before, you need a lot. If you're going to make the Faceless Void work, you need a lot of items. This hero does not do much with 1 or 2
Yeah, compared to
items.
other carries, one of the reasons like he's not picked is like, even in this heavy like farm meta where every carry pretty much wants to get a Battle Fury, Faceless Void still can't really just fight with Battle Fury like a BKB. Still needs like an extra item to be able to deal the damage. 4-minute rune.
It's going to be down at the bottom. Abed, he's not going to be able to grab this Emo, able to head down in time with the backup of Oli. So IG will maintain the rune control.
They need to swap things around. Like Faceless Void, he is I'm not going to say win condition, because first Axe will probably going to go to Void Spirit. It just sounds much better, you know, having that stats. Void Spirit can go in, having AoE silence is just going to be great against some of these heroes, especially the Storm Spirit. But they need to either bring up one hero to the bottom or just swap a lane, because right now he has 8 CS, 9, while Arteezy has 19, 20.
Well, you just feel that there's no way that you can make this work if you're sacking the Void in the laning stage.
Yeah, it's just going to be so hard. He might get that, you know, Aghanim Scepter. Second Axe should belong to Faceless Void to have that AoE bash with the Time Walk. Bounty Runes. Ollie also stacking.
See up top. Cr1t still able to pick it up despite IG's attempts to stop it with the stuns. Now with the silence into the slow onto the two of them. Cr1t and Ice. They're just going to battle down the two of them. If they bring down Kaka, they're going to be able to get JT as well as EG take down both. I mean, top lane getting kills like this going perfectly for EG. Bottom lane just completely slowing down Void's start to the match. And in the mid lane, I mean, that's the only lane really where IG, they're able to get something here. Zemo's keeping up with Abed.
Exactly, they're doing at least something in this lane. Both side lanes not doing that well. Earth Spirit, like this is something that you don't expect. Earth Spirit going for 1-1-1 build, so you have this silence. It's a 2-second silence duration. He might even try to go on a mid lane. There's also 2 urn charges, so he can TP to the mid lane. Let's see where they decide to make a move, because both of them are in the base right now.
Bottom lane, Fly has got to be very careful if that is going to be the lane that they choose to make moves on towards. Maybe for now, Abed just returning towards the mid lane. 6-minute rune is up. It's going to be down bottom. Abed, he's hit 6 himself, so easily able to go and grab that. Kaka will stop him from being able to turn and get aggressive onto Emo.
They don't have enough damage.
He wants to go for Kaka. He knows that Kaka's spells are on cooldown. See if he can punish him, as there's very little that Emo can do to keep Abed off, as Abed reads the situation perfectly. Knows that he can't get punished for getting in aggressively. He's been able to turn towards Emo. Emo, he may be able to take him down. He does have 8 stick charges. That should be enough to zip away. Emo already using the Remnant. Nothing else to grab
Astral
Abed.
Step in a second. It's like he knows. It's like he's actually counting. Emo's underneath the tower.
I mean, Abed's still got a Fairy Fire. He's still got a Fairy Fire to play with. Plus the Fairy Fire and the stick charges. Emo's got to get out of here.
Cr1t rotating, but a bit too late. I think he had enough time if he hit himself to actually TP to the mid lane, try to help Abed, but maybe Abed was just saying, I don't need the help. I got this.
I mean, just a textbook showing of Abed knowing his limits perfectly on this hero. On top lane, JT. He's got to be a bit careful now. Ice, he's hit the 6, he's got the Roar. Cr1t's ever in position. They can make a go onto JT. Especially before he hits level 6.
They just brought a Lion on the bottom, but I don't think they cared too much about him. Like, Bloodseeker is very tanky. His armor is super high, especially when sitting near the tower. It's 12, so you don't really feel those right-click damage. Faceless Void will need some more XP to hit level 5. We can see the rotation.
Abed's ready to come in. Looking for Fly. They're able to get the Vortex straight down into the blood. Right, Fly will get the jump onto the side, but Abed's still with mana to go. The Aphotic Shield comes out on Fly. It's not enough to save him. As the Void gets taken down, Abed once again, in game 2, coming in with the perfect moves to the side lane.
Abed, very active. He understands I can TP to the side lane. I'm not going to lose too much out of the mid lane. I'm also the one who's, you know, getting those kills. He killed the Kaka, and they don't have enough tower damage. Like, if that was a DP on a mid lane instead of Void Spirit, that's, like, very punishable. You're probably going to lose the tower top lane Roar.
JT, he's popped the Chemical Rage, but the damage from these summons is bringing him very, very low. Emo will TP over. JT still just dying here to the Necro Book, as JT's going to end up walking back in range of Ice. A few more hits. JT, can they save him? Jump over with the Renner. Ice is able to get over, but Kaka's turned up as well. If they will manage to keep JT safe, Cr1t tries to roll in, gets the combo off onto the two of them. Kaka still getting beaten down by the board. Cr1t will be able to find a kill in return.
Boris, he gets the last hit. So Ice, nothing to value lost there. They also force a rotation. Abed just playing between tier 1 and tier 2 tower right now. He knows, like, the biggest threat is pretty much Lion. So if Lion is off the map, he can feel pretty safe.
Bottom lane, Arteezy's now got the 6, so Fly has to be careful of any moves they make with backup. Top lane Emo. It's okay. No Roar still for 30 seconds. JT now sticking away from the lane completely. Abed Still aggressive here, looking for moves in the mid lane. Bottom, Crit comes in with a rotation, and just a +1, that's all that's needed there for Arteezy to be able to take down Fly.
Fly, man, he's struggling. For people who are just tuning in, this is not a position 5, you know, Faceless Void. He's just struggling. Like, they completely dominated that lane. Arteezy, like, he's staying almost double the net worth at the moment. Going into Maelstrom.
Look at him over here. He's taking some stacks and he's taking some kills. As Emo will jump over Abed, immediately TPing out, but the Remnant is there. Abed will get punished.
That's a big kill. You know, he tried to go for a very greedy play. He gets a kill, tries to take the stack. Like, pretty much Storm Spirit is the best one. So I expect them to try to invade this stack. They see it's pretty big. This is where Alchemist is going to farm his Aghanim Scepter.
That's Crit. Tries to get over here around the 10-minute rune spawn. Kaka's able to turn. They've got the setup, they've got the lockdown. Crit won't be able to interrupt the bounty rune being taken, and IG will punish him for that.
Ice having a much better game than in the previous one. Like, he's super farm, staying near the top of the net worth. Has a book, so speed, getting closer to book 2. Like, he's just gonna be the one dominating the top part of the map. But I also want to see him, like, possibly rotate and invade that triangle, try to steal some stacks from the Alchemist.
I want to do some in mid. Fly does have the 6. He's gonna open up with the Chrono onto Abed. Do they have the damage with the finger? They bring him low, they've got it. Now Arteezy looking for the counterplay though. Bloodbright's down. They take down Fly in return. Arteezy trying to charge over towards Kaka. Emo jumps in as well over from the side. Ice bringing the boards in. Kaka getting slowed. Crit catching them there with the rocks. Silence and slowed as they bring down Kaka. Raw sets up onto Ollie as they may have lost Abed, but EG hit back and take way more from IG.
EG, they just bring the numbers. JT's not the one who wants to join the fight. He wants to be able to farm that Aghanim Scepter, but EG, they're making all the right moves. Abed getting the tips. You know, he took the finger, he took one for the team. That's their damage. Like, this is their damage inside the Chronosphere. It was very close.
Fly, he stepped up to the lane. Chris is going to be able to jump on him. He's gone. As soon as he's back in the game, he's out of it.
Oh, he's level 6. As a carry, 11 minutes in. They were giving tomes to Arteezy in the previous game. Maybe they need to start doing the same thing for Faceless Void, because he's seriously underleveled.
He's going to have such a tough game. Top lane Abed, he's found JT. He's buying time here for Ice to bring the army over. As JT looking pretty dead here. No escape for the Alchemist. Another kill for EG. 13-4 now. Crit was getting gone on, but he's able to make it away. Kaka not able to get the grab in time.
So a lot of time wasted, and they managed to kill Alchemist twice. He's not involved in any of the kills. Sometimes we see Alchemist being aggressive early on because there's a ton of damage. You know, Acid Spray combined with something. Most of the time it's like Tusk, a lot of right clicks, unstable concoction. Like, you get a kill, you get 2 kills, then you clear the stacks. You have that Aghanim Scepter on time. He still needs to farm 1600 gold to actually be able to farm the first Ags.
It's not going to be one of those record-breaking times that we've seen from some of these solo lane alks with the way that EG has dealt with him a couple of times. Abed getting very close to the Orchid. Robo Magi and the recipe of souls that's needed. Arteezy, the Maelstrom done. His farm now going to continue at a pace that's going to be very hard for Fly to keep up with, as Arteezy currently doubling the net worth.
He does not have a farming item on Faceless Void, while Arteezy has Maelstrom, so it's just going to keep getting worse for him.
They will have Chrono again in 20 seconds. I feel like if you are trying to make it, you've got to use Chrono off cooldown.
Check this triangle.
To get back in.
He's inside the triangles. Not going to say stealing, but taking away some CS from JT as well, because he needs to recover as well. But this also means that Aghanim Scepter will be delayed.
I'm trying to get some pressure onto the bottom tier 1. EG, with the strength that they have, they will not be afraid of defending. Arteezy very strong right now.
They also have very limited tower damage. These heroes inside of IG, they can't really siege. Ice Blast
is coming in. The setup's there. Straight over they go towards Emo. Silence down as Ollie. He's not quite 6 yet. As Ollie will fall. Emo off to the side trying to escape. But they got any more damage to get him. He's going to fall underneath the threshold as Ice gets the last bit of damage. Takes him out. I mean, EG just letting nothing get past them here in game 2.
They're just in full control of this game. Like, when they take a fight near like Roche Pit, they could easily transition that into Roche Kill with the Beastmaster, or as maxed out the Boar Necro units. It's just more than enough to take you down. So next time they probably take a fight, it's just going to be a Roche. They're also devording with the Necro units. Like, Necro is just such a busted and a strong item overall, one of the strongest one in this patch for sure. Abed has Orchid coming to him, plus a Haste Rune in the bottle.
Once that Orchid's done, this game is... I mean, it's already, of course, been incredibly hard for Flyfly. 0-4-1 with the Orchid in play. He's got to pretty much hope that Ollie's always by his side. Otherwise, Abed will have no trouble pretty much taking down Flyfly solo.
Lion still holding a Tome. He just gave it to Abaddon. Abaddon is also level 5. 15 minutes in, they smoke. They have the Aghanim Scepter complete. He gives it to Void Spirit, of course. The AoE Silence, 2 charges. They need to make stuff happen right now. Like, they need to get some kind of a kill, like multiple kills. Crit. Yeah, he'll gladly take that one. Oh, he stopped the finger. He was like trying to, you know, cast it, but was afraid that he might get out actually with the Rolling Boulder.
Yeah, they don't leave anything to chance. That's Flyfly. Still about 700 off the Maelstrom. As meanwhile, TZ, BKB is going to be pretty much done on top of his Maelstrom at the same time that Flyfly finishes his Maelstrom. So RTZ close to a full item ahead of Flyfly.
This time around, he's also going for BKB. Beastmaster, after finishing the Cr1t, doesn't care too much about any of the spells other than the Chronosphere. They have nothing else and wants to be able to, you know, deal with the silence.
Look at this smoke. Ollie does have 6, so he'll have some time to buy himself with borrowed time. But of course, the rest of IG, they'll let him go. Unless they see an opportunity for a Chronosphere. Flyfly is around, but with Ollie gone, IG will retreat.
JT going for second Aghanim Scepter. He was thinking, do I need a Blink Dagger? Do I get the Axe here?
Got the blast. There in the combo, crit.
Good
He's
silence.
in on a Flyfly again, the setup's there. Flyfly falls in an instant. As EG, they'll clean up Kaka. Emo's trying to bring down Arbed with him. A concoction flies over. Arbed does get stunned up. They'll get the trade onto the Storm Spirit. Crit also having to be a bit careful, but Ice he's coming in with the backup, and he's got a Roar at the ready. Roars JT. The Necro books out as they bring down the Alchemist. They'll take down 3.
It's just so much. Abaddon already used his Aphotic Shield. Ice sees that it came out, goes in, uses the Roar on Alchemist to shut him down. Once again, this is the 3rd death for JT. Man, Farmless Void, he's not really having a good time. Like, he's level 8, does not have a single item pretty much. 17 minutes in. This is a good kill, you know. They rely so much on Void Spirit to actually be able to do stuff. They gave Tome of Knowledge to Void Spirit, because first it was Lion holding it, then he gave it to Abba. Abba's like, I'm fine, you know, I just got level 6.
At least for IG, able to take down Arbed in that fight, but other than that, the game just not getting any easier for Flyfly. As Maelstrom is done, there's still so much catching up to do. There's all their value and net worth, of course, with the Ags going over as well, really resting on Emo. Emo, he has to have a perfect game really to hold them in on this one, IG.
It's just going to get worse for them. Like, Faceless Void is not going to feel comfortable going in. He needs a BKB. Even when he gets a BKB, I just want to see if that's going to be his next item, because he needs to be able to protect them against the silences. They still have AA Blast. They still have Roar. Dire using a scan inside the pit. They know something is up. Chronosphere is up. We've seen one Chrono, right?
Just the one. Just the one so far in the mid lane. Not being able to find a chance to use it again. They are coming over, and Roshan not quite taken out. And EG, they're prepared for this. They're backing off, smoking up themselves to prepare for the attempt here from IG. It's JT. Finding a target here. Hawks are out. Ice setting up the vision. Emo moving over to the backlines. Crit's going to roll over towards Ollie. Does get blocked off. Blood Bright's down. BKB popped by Arteezy. Commits over towards Ollie. Emo
they need to stun
peeping
Emo
out immediately, but Arbed's in. Grabs him with the Vortex. Stops the escape from the Void Spirit. Ollie falls as the borrowed time comes to an end. You see Crit and Ice, they even see if they can chase down for more. They know that JT still around it. Crit, he's in. He knows exactly where JT is. It's the slow. Ice has the Roar at the ready as there's no escape for JT. as EG, they'll take the 3 of them down.
Yeah, that was such a good, rotation. They use the smoke, they get out of the pit, they understand, they are coming. They also use the scan, so they probably know something is up. Cr1t there, sitting behind the trees, breaking also the smoke going in. Like, Abed is so careful. Like, you could see that he did not want to go in until Rupture was used, and then like, yeah, we'll just pull the Void Spirit, we'll kill him. There's not going to be enough damage. If we take down Void Spirit, this is where most of the damage just comes from. Faceless Void, after getting the Maelstrom, going for a BKB. I can understand that. Let's see if he can, get that Aghanim Scepter on time. But still, he's never going to feel comfortable playing into Rupture, into Roar, into AA Blast. It's just not good of a Faceless Void game.
And then the wards are up there, quickly pinged out. As EG see IG preparing around the area. DD room ready for the next fight on Abed.
You have the best Aegis carrier in the game. Stormstorm. Abed pretty much always gets the same item build. Orchid Rush, then he gets Arcane Boots to have a bit more mana into BKB. AA Blast misses.
A little too low mana to keep going here, Abed. Forces back a couple of TPs. ZG bringing in the mid lane. TP's down towards the bottom. They want to try and get Fly. They show like a couple of heroes mid, Cr1t and Arteezy. They'll start setting up for bottom. Fly. He's been ruptured. He's going to go for the TP out. Cr1t, he's in. He's got the Yules, puts a stop to the escape. Fly will go down yet again.
He was thinking about using that Chronosphere. Like, Cr1t missed the Roar, but has a Yule Scepter to cancel the TP. Such a nice move from EG. EG, they're just completely dominating this game. Moving around the map, they have a BKB on a Beastmaster. AA, he was saving some money, bought a shard. A good shard. Like, this allows Ancient Apparition to possibly like even farm and push the creep waves. 40 DPS and attack speed reduced by 20.
IG having to back right up. I mean, down 7 to 23, down 7k. They really have to look for some sort of big, crazy smoke-up play around a Chronosphere. But as we said at the start, it's just, even if they do land that Chrono,
where's the follow-up?
I mean, they have a finger, that's it, right?
Finger.
That's one hero gone, maybe, at best.
Radiant, they're using a scan. Abed does not feel comfortable. He thought maybe Lion is hiding in the trees. Lion has a Blink Dagger, so it's going to be much easier for him to get the good initiation.
There we go. On the side, they do get the jump onto Arteezy. Arteezy getting low. They've got the follow-up. Fly comes in. He's able to catch Arteezy. Does he have the damage? He's trying to beat into him. Arteezy is still alive. He's able to walk it off. Fly goes down. That was it. That was the Chrono. Nothing happens. Arteezy finally falls, but it's going to be EG with the cleanup as Emo is going to go down. They'll lose 3 on IG.
They used everything. Like, they used everything. There's Chronosphere. We talked about how they don't have enough damage inside of it, and we can see why. Like, Faceless Void just does not deal enough damage at the moment. There's no real follow-up. They try to burst him down. Arteezy super tanky, ton of armor, 21, has some status resistance with that casual Sange, which he will turn into SNY. Rest of the team just comes in and cleans them up.
And well, it's tough. It's a very tough game here for IG. They'll have that Chrono ready to go again in just a short time of 2 minutes.
Yep, Aghanim Scepter now completed on Faceless Void. He didn't farm the gold. It was Alchemist who actually gave it to him.
As we see again, I mean, Arteezy, of course, does eventually go down, but so much having to be used to kill Arteezy at this point. And that was even catching him in the Chrono when he was as low as he was.
This is just that Faceless Void does not have attack speed. There's no Mask of Madness on anything. He's really struggling. You can feel that he's a bit more tanky right now because of that Ags. The stats are really good.
I mean, and the Ags, because it will speed up his farm. Fly, able to hop around the map, clean up the waves, the camps as he jumps into them. The AoE bashes. But he needs a lot of time, and there's still many items until he's going to be any sort of considerable threat on his own when he comes in with the Chronosphere. So Abed coming in with a huge zip hit, and he's on the hunt, and he's actually found him. Abed hunting through the tree line, catches Emo, as there's just no hiding. There is no hiding from Abed.
Straight into silence. They're not overlapping any of their abilities. Pretty much, man, Cr1t has been amazing this game. He's been involved in 21 out of 27 kills, all over the place. You know, like, either player is super bad when he has more than 3 earned charges, or the game is going so well that he does not even need to use it. He has 9 earned charges. You know, that's how dominant they are.
Yeah, 6-2 and 15. I mean, this is what happens when EG's able to get their hands on that Spirit in the first few picks. I'm pretty sure we've just seen him have perfect games every time. Every time he's got his Spirit this tournament.
There's a TP on the ground in the river near the mid. No one wants to touch that. After seeing what happened to Puppey, after picking up the bottle, they're like, nah, we're good.
Cr1t starting things off here onto Ollie. I think JT and Flyfly will look to get out of it. They're on the run, JT, Kaka, and Flyfly. They don't want to take any sort of fight here. Kaka, his TP's still on cooldown, so he won't make it away.
Cr1t chasing Abaddon.
Ollie is going to go for the TP out. They've got ways to cancel it, though, as Cr1t. Rolling Boulder back up and available. There's 2 more kills for EG. Just 29-8. The killing just never stopping this game.
Alchemist now needs to farm an item for himself. Abed
he's just going straight in onto Flyfly. He's going to zip him. Will get caught out by the concoction. Back up there from Arteezy. Flyfly is dead. JT as well. Ice Blast coming in. It's not even needed. Arteezy taking them both down.
After seeing them GG out a bit like early in the previous game, I would not be surprised if they take one more fight, especially if EG takes the Roche before that, where they understand we can't do anything in this game, because it looks pretty over, you know. 15k gold lead is just EG, who's all over the map, making the right moves, maneuverable heroes. The space where IG can farm is just non-existent. They can farm pretty much whatever comes to their towers right now. They're gonna go in. They're gonna get those barracks. 6 seconds until Faceless Void respawns.
They will have Chronosphere when he's back up. And with the racks gone, nothing IG can do to push back EG. 17k lead. Arteezy well on the way to his Abyssal. Flyfly still struggling to get the BKB finished. Should be able to have it for the next fight.
Probably. Well, still needs to farm quite a lot of gold. Next Roche may respawn in 2 seconds. Let's see if it's going to be a longer respawn timer. EG should have the Roche. But, you know, IG does not want to give them that. It's going to be a minute and 20 seconds. If they give them Roche, Cheese, and Aegis on both cores, they're just not going to have enough damage, because they need to play around the cooldown. The Chronosphere, 160 seconds, is just a bit too high and very punishable.
IG just keeping themselves completely surrounding Flyfly, making sure that Flyfly is able to farm. There it is. BKB's done. So Flyfly will have now a bit of a better chance of jumping in, getting the chrono off. Whether that's going to make much of a difference, though.
Okay, Alchemist. He bought Shard, Berserker Potion, so they have a Dispel mechanic, which is okay. It can't dispel Roar. It's a soft Dispel. But they can dispel Silences, which is really nice. Also Lincoln Sphere on Void Spirit.
On Abed.
Zip it.
He's just going to go straight in. He comes with the BKBs over towards Kaka. The Ice Blast will land onto Flyfly's. Kaka goes down, buys back immediately. They're chasing over to Flyfly. He's popped the BKB. The chrono onto nothing.
He got the boars.
The Roar's there. Flyfly's dead.
They might call it.
Game. I think they will.
Oh man, Chronosphere on 2 boars in the end. Man, Abed, he understands. I jumped Lion. They don't have enough damage. I go on top of him, even if I get caught by the Chronosphere.